Well, Sudan's warring parties have resumed peace talks in Saudi Arabia. The negotiations are aimed at ending a bloody conflict that has persisted since April. Saudi authorities issued a statement saying they welcomed the resumption of dialogue between the Sudanese armed forces and the paramilitary rapid support forces. The negotiations come after the two parties announced on Wednesday that they had accepted an invitation by the U.S. and Saudi Arabia to resume the talks they had started in July. The statement also called upon both parties to abide by a May agreement to protect civilians and come to a ceasefire. The new round of talks is also being mediated by the African Union, IGAD, and the East African Community. The dialogue follows RSF's claim that they have taken over the army's main headquarters in the town of Nyala and seized all its equipment. Naba Muhyiddin is in Port Sudan and joins us now with the latest. Hi there, Naba. Naba, Sudan's warring parties have resumed peace talks in Saudi Arabia. What can you tell us on who is attending and the progress of those peace talks?
Right now, the talks are still going on despite the recent attack in Nyala and despite the attack by RSF. And they are trying to control the military base as they want to have some points to negotiate in the talks. We know that the peace talks, they have a new round today on Friday, and the results of or outcomes of the talks will be revealed tomorrow on Saturday. Sudanese people are so hopeful that this time these talks will end the war and pave the way to restore peace and stability. Right now, we know that the military is waving with withdrawing from the talks because of the recent attack by the RSF in Nyala and showing the hostilities that RSF are trying to control and trying to battle the military despite the negotiations and despite all endeavors to end this war. So the military may withdraw if the RSF continue in attacking military bases in different spots in the country.
And that was what I was going to ask you next, Naba. Back in Sudan, the paramilitary RSF said that they say that they have seized Sudan's second city of Nyala. What more do you know about the seizure of that town, and how has the military responded to it?
Actually, the seizure of Nyala and Nyala military headquarters started 4 or 5 days ago when the RSF tried to control this very important military base, as it's one of the main military bases in the Western Sudan. And RSF has its social base there, and the commercial center for all of the Darfur cities is in Nyala. So right now there is back and forth. The RSF controlled Nyala military headquarters for some time yesterday, but the military responded with fierce clashes and responded with artillery and shelling and caused huge damages in the lines of RSF militia. Right now there is still fierce clashes. Nobody is controlling Nyala military headquarters. The number of injured people and killed people is increasing with no possibility of counting it because of the very fragile situation in Nyala. There is internet blackout. All of the routes taking to Nyala and taking out from Nyala is blocked. All of the organizations, civil society can't even know what is the situation exactly right now, but we know that there is a back and forth battles in Nyala, and the military is responding to RSF hostilities in Nyala and trying to control or recontrol the military headquarters.
Naba, it's been 6 months since this conflict started, and one of the things that we cannot forget and continues to be a huge concern is the humanitarian situation. What is happening on the ground right now?
Actually, the humanitarian situation is deteriorating every day. After 6 months, there is 5.7 million Sudanese people. They are whether displaced or they are refugees in neighboring countries. The situation is really bad. People are sheltering in the in the open right now. While I'm talking to you, there is families. They are staying out of the open because the camps even can't host the large number of displaced people because of the continuation of the battles in different spots in the country. Most of the aid organizations said they can't even meet all of the needs or the urgent needs of the Sudanese people because of the bad situation and the bad economic situation. There is also diseases outbreaks like cholera, dengue fever, and a lot of diseases in different spots in the country, making it very difficult for organizations and medical organizations to help those in need. So the situation is really bad, not only in Khartoum or Darfur, but in the country because of the lack of aid, because of the continuation of the battles and the threat of the extension of the war, and also because of the bad economy right now. So yes, the suffering of Sudanese people is increasing every day, and the only hope to stop this is to go back to negotiation tables, end this war, and restore what is remaining from Sudan.